Our next awardee, a legendary award-winning actress, producer, and LGBT activist who has been a leading light on Broadway, winning back-to-back Tony, Drama Desk, and Outer Critics Circle Awards. She's wowed us on both the big and the small screen, and most recently has earned accolades for her poignant portrayal of Sherry Pfefferman on the series Transparent. In recognition of her enormous contributions to the city of New York, it is my pleasure to present this Made in New York award to Judith Light.
This is so fabulous. Thank you. Thank you so much. My deepest thanks to the mayor and the deputy mayor and the commissioner. I am so appreciative to be honored with Aziz Ansari. I am a big fan of his work. And I just want to say that this may be the greatest honor I have ever received. And it's made more so by being included in this night with so many extraordinary individuals of such great talent. My father's parents came to New York as immigrants. My mother is from New York. My husband is from the Bronx. I was born and raised in New Jersey, but I grew up like the little match girl with my nose pressed up against the glass, looking longingly, hoping that I might someday indeed cross the river. And if I had to, I would learn to swim. And after graduating from college and spending several years in repertory theater around the country, I headed to New York, and as we were landing, I was looking out of the plane window, and I thought, my life is about to begin. This is the place where I will find myself. The excitement and the joy and the power and the magnificence and the aliveness of this city with its diverse population, its extensive theater community, Broadway and off-Broadway and off-Broadway and television and film production, offering me and everyone else an abundance of wide open opportunity, and all the arts and the culture and the museums and the music and just a life on the streets in this city feeds me, and it feeds my work. And not long after I arrived, so did the AIDS pandemic. And I was swept up in the sorrow and the loss and the amazing resilience of the LGBTQ community. And phenomenal organizations like ACT UP and God's Love We Deliver and ACREA and the Gay Men's Health Crisis and Broadway Cares, Equity Fights AIDS, and the Elton John AIDS Foundation, and the list goes on. And these organizations, to this day, ignite my passion for ending bigotry and hatred and finding a cure for AIDS. I met my husband here, and in 1982, when we moved to California, New York was never out of my mind or far from my soul. And a piece of my heart stayed here, embedded here, dancing in the streets. And I owe a lot to people like the brilliant Tony Award-winning producer Daryl Roth, and to all the folks at MCC Theater and the Second Stage Theater who continue to bring me back again and again, and also the team from Law & Order, SVU, to work in television. And then came those fabulous tax breaks, which ushered in the series Ugly Betty and me with it, and I could not have been happier to be back home. And I owe a resurgence of my working on Broadway to the likes of my dear friend Thomas Kail and Joe Mantello and Lynn Meadow from the Manhattan Theater Club and Lincoln Center Theater and the Roundabout Theater. This city and its people made me the person I am. It truly is not possible for me to give back enough or to say enough how grateful I am. There is a new exhibition now in the city called New York at its Core. And the New York Times talks about the regenerative core that is the Big Apple. And it makes it a fertile mecca for newcomers and an incubator for innovation. Indeed, that is my experience of my city. I may have been born in New Jersey, but I was, and I am, and continue to be truly, wholly, and completely made in New York. Thank you very much.